What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special Christmas late night edition of My Cowboys Family. Tonight we have a very special guest, guys. SpaceCowboy17. Check out his site, guys, first and foremost. Hit that subscribe for him. Hit the like for his streams. He's done some great stuff there, puts out some great content and some very, very good back and forth intellectual cowboy stuff. So let's rock and roll, guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. I know we're doing a kind of like a double broadcast here, so enjoy. You can bounce back and forth.
Yeah, just so you know, we are live on both channels, by the way.
Yes.
If you're watching on my stream, I do have the link to my Cowboys Family's channel. If you click on the it's a card. If you click on the icon, you click on that, it'll lead you directly to their channel. All you gotta do is go over to the right, subscribe to them. Takes it easy as that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of...
No, it's not a problem. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I mean, it's something unique. Family involved. I mean, look, I was gonna go live for the game, but of course I had to spend time with my family. And just so you know, we were very angry. That's for sure.
Yeah, you saw us, right? that was bad.
I think I saw you.
Yeah.
I think it was the second third. I don't remember. Anywho, okay, so I think what the discussion's going to prioritize is the first is what went wrong during the game, and then we're going to focus more on the future, like what's
next
going forward. So,
well,
let volume too low.
It might be mine, is it? Or no? Okay, I guess DJ Crown says. I guess through my stream maybe it's a little lower. But I hear you fine. I hear, yeah, I hear you good.
I just want to make sure, and also I gotta be quiet because people are sleeping. It's Christmas.
Yeah, exactly, guys.
Happy holidays to everyone out there who's watching this, and Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, same to you, man. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. And Little Jay's actually asleep. Everyone's asleep now. Gonna let it run a little longer before Santa Claus comes. You know what I mean?
Everyone's saying my voice is too low.
Okay. That might be on your side then. I mean, through the... I don't know why. I wonder if is that on your side too, on your stream?
Oh, I got it. Hold up. Let me see what's going on.
Cool. But what...
I'm trying to fix it. Like, I don't know why it's quiet.
Well, first and foremost, I got to say something here. I got to say some shout-outs right here. Ancient Brooks, Zero God Loading. I see Eagles won. You guys deleted this message. It's all right, man. Leave it. It's all right. Don't have to hate. Let them get their laughing right now. I guarantee you we'll be doing a little laughing when it comes to the Eagles as the playoffs continue. But let's hold off on that. What's up, Rack City? Yes, it was an L. Ancient Brook, Zero God, Sky High 22, DJ Crown J, guys. And yes, I know Space Cowboy and him had a fun back and forth. Interesting. Crown J is crowned the champ this week for the donation. But thank you both, guys, for doing what you just helping out the channel. So much love on that. Joey Thaggart, what's up? Marquise Edie. All you guys, make sure you go over to, and again, I need to put it on here. I should have put it on here, but you can go to just click on his name. If Space Cowboy, if you type in my chat, people see you. They can click on you. So guys, make sure you go to SpaceCowboy17, his website. I mean his channel. He has a lot of daily content. Comes on there sometimes 2-3 times a day. He's hanging there with my Cowboys family kind of dosage of videos. So. I wish I get the video working for this, but if for some reason this is not working. I'm trying to see if there's a way. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get this video working. Like just.
Can you hear me? What's up?
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you fine. Anybody else out there having good? Everyone good out there?
Hello.
Do you hear me?
Give me 1 sec.
Oh, I don't think he hears me. Let's see. Space Cowboy, are you? I got you still. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me make sure everything is good here on my side. Hopefully, you guys are hearing us fine. We're going to talk about what happened, what went wrong.
Weird, I can't hear you. I'm trying to listen to you on the stream.
Oh, all right, we're behind here. That's strange. You want me to, you want to rejoin it? You want to try that?
I can't hear you, brother.
Oh, man. All right, guys, this kind of stinks. Right now, it won't let, oh, there it goes. All right, there's the Hangouts, guys. If anybody else wants to join, welcome to join. But right now, we are just having a depression stream here on Christmas Eve. Let's see if that works any better. Have them rejoin. I don't know if it went on there. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, it's there. So, guys, let me see some of your questions here, because I see a lot of questions and a lot of angry people.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, you there? Can you hear me?
What is going on?
Oh, man, he is not coming through. That's strange.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Do you hear me?
God bless America. This is not working.
The trials and tribulations of live streaming. But we'll try. Hopefully, he'll come back and we can. Let me see if I can add him on here a different way, guys. Um, let me do this. I don't think I can. This is a lot of Ricardos. All right, so so let me see what happens here. I have the list there. So guys, listen. Exactly, Ancient Brooks. Eagles are gonna have trouble in the playoffs. Let me see something here. All you guys, Cowboy. I know Zero God ripped the seasons over. Joey Thagard, Eagles get your laughs now. Exactly, I agree with Jody Thagard. I'm sorry, Jody Thagard. You are correct. Uh, DJ Crown, J Space Cow. Okay, yeah. We're trying to get that fixed right now. We'll see how that goes. Um, Eagles ain't gonna do anything in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree with you, Ancient Brooks, as well. And those L's hurt. Again, guys, Rack City is kind of. I don't know if you're meaning L as in loss, but yes, we've had 7 L's this season, guys. That's called. We might end up with the average 8-8 again for what 4 or 5 times in Jason Garrett's career that he's gonna have this kind of disastrous. This is, I mean, just disastrous situation as far as I'm concerned. The coaching is horrible, horrible. All right, let me try to send this to his email, guys. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna invite him in here again. But guys, keep throwing up your questions. This is just just vent how you feel about this game, guys. This was a horrifying game, and trust me, it's like DJ Crown said, it's been bothering me the entire damn day, and I can't. It's too much right now. I had to vent. I know it's Christmas Eve. I know everyone's like right now, loving the. Man, my video is not working. Everyone's loving the whole, holidays and all that. Man, I wish I could be happier. We lost a big opportunity this time to really take control of our wild card chances today, and it's been just wasted opportunity. And I don't want to get too upset again because I'm gonna get fired up here. Sent it to your email, Space Cowboy. I did send the invite to it. Dez needs to get off your profile picture. Rack City for sure. Cooper Rush can probably be played against the Eagles. I wouldn't mind seeing him out there to see what he can do. Hope you guys are all getting me coming through here pretty loud and clear. Jonathan Cook, embarrassing loss. I agree, man. So let's see. They have no Wentz. They seem to struggle against good teams. I know, but that's the thing. We're not a good team, Zero God. We're not that kind of caliber this season. It's just the way. It's just the reality of the situation. We could have snuck in. We could have somehow held it together. And we tried. And Tyron Smith gave it a go, but that was the beginning of the problems. And I'm not saying Byron Bell played bad, but he did let he allowed a couple things to get pressure on Dak Prescott. It's just too bad that it got to this point. Let me try to do something, guys, real quick, because as soon as we can get him back on here, we're gonna do some Space Cowboy, talk here. But let me as that gets together, now it's flipped because that was like this on his channel. I'm gonna actually try something like this. So give me a second, guys. Let me try to see if I can do something here to kind of make this a little bit better. Boom! As you see my face here, guys. Give me 1 second. And guys, I'm trying to get back on. I don't know if I lost the stream or not. If you're joining me right now, well, welcome. It's not letting you join, Space Cowboy. All right, give me a second, man. What's up, everybody out there? I do see Space Cowboy has now left the chat. All right, I'm trying to invite you here. All right, guys. Trying to do this Google chat here. Send new Hangout link. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of that. So let me exit out of there, guys, and end the call. And guys, listen, let me know what you guys are thinking out there. Keep posting what you're saying while we get this thing hooked up. 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. That's all we get from Garrett right now. It's just so freaking annoying. It's so annoying, guys. I'm sorry. I try not to curse. I really try not to. It's hard for me to not curse, but I'm doing my best. I'm just doing my best. Let me put it that way. So I'm inviting him right now. You should be invited there, Space Cowboy. You should be getting in right now, getting the invite, whatever. Let's see if that works out. Hopefully we can hear you. Man. But guys, in case we haven't said it already, hopefully you guys are all having a Merry Christmas. It is officially Christmas here in the East Coast, and we're hoping that I don't know, a new year next year, enter another season of disappointment, finishing. It's just it's hard to talk about, guys. I got to be honest. I'm a little bit at a loss for words. Again, some of what you guys have said out there, it's just depressing. Now, let me see here. I'm gonna try to fix this Google here again. I'm trying to send the link. I sent another link to you there, Space Cowboy. I'm doing it again, inviting you to this here. So now you have been invited. I'm going to redo this, so maybe I can. Although I don't think I really need it in my stream as much. Although as long as you can hear you, that's all that matters. Um, yeah, I heard that he went off in the. I do want to make a couple things, guys. Some important information I want to talk about here. Man, Shango was upset too. Yeah, I did see that. Um, hmm. Not getting a call here, guys. Not able to work this in here for the Google Hangout, which is a shame. Let me do the Google Hangout again, guys. I'm going to try to do this. Let me go here. And here. Oh, yeah, that's not good. So, man, let me try to, I gotta find it, guys. Sorry about that. I gotta find your thing here. Where's your, there it is. Space Cowboy, I'm getting your email address there. I'm sending you the invite right now as we speak. So hopefully you're getting it. There you go, guys. You're being sent it right now. Hopefully people can hear you. Hopefully you can log in. But if not, I'm gonna start saying there's a couple different things I do want to discuss here real quick. What was that? You tried to join? I just have another one up. So here, see if you guys can. All you guys can jump in here if you'd like and discuss with us, because you guys will make this channel great. You know, and without the help from some of you guys out there, including DJ Crown J, including SpaceCowboy17, I mean, without you guys, you know, we wouldn't be doing as much as we do on here. So thank you all for your you know, vocalness and your cowboy insight, and as well as your monetary donations, guys. We appreciate it. With Super Chat now finally in the house, you know, you guys really blasted us off for this first week with huge amounts of donations. We appreciate it. And again, we are already putting, like, half of that's already been put back into a special thing we have coming very soon, guys. Yeah, 8 and 8. I'm looking down here, guys. So it's not changing. Put a new link in. I'm trying to. I just put a new link in. I think you should have it there. Merry Christmas, Jonathan Cook. Cowboys 42 in the house, guys. Again, I haven't said it yet. Hit that like button. We're starting to fill up here. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Most of you are my Cowboys family subscribers. And hit the notification bell so you get these kind of, you know, streams. These late night streams. You never expect them when you don't know when they're gonna come. It says, it legit says invalid link. Man, I don't know what else I can do on there. I'm trying to see if I can hang up and do something new, but it's not allowing me. So let me see if I can just start it all over, guys, for the Google Hangout. I have some information I do want to discuss though, and I want to discuss with Space Cowboy. That's why I'm trying to hold off on this right now. But it's some information that was said after the game. It's well, I'll let you guys decide. Just hang in there, man. Hang in there. Trust me. You're gonna wanna hear this, all right? And you might not be too happy. Let's put it that way. Pissing me off today, these Cowboys. And it's not even you know, the players have a problem, and they have a big hand to play in this execution and performance. You can't blame Zeke on anything that happened out there today. But when you have Dak throw away 7 points and having a bad game, and you have Des Bryant basically giving away 14 points and taking away points from us at the same time, it's a double whammy on that one with what both guys did to us. But really, Des did it twice, and it's unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. Unacceptable. Did I say, guys? I think it's unacceptable. What happened out there with Des Bryant? And again, there's no excuse for that ever in the history of humans. To have that freaking, in the history of football, to have that kind of disastrous, just coaching job. I don't know what to say. And everyone was saying that Des was crying. All right, let me send it to you here, DJ Crown J. Give me a second, guys. There's a lot of people out there loving this right now. Loving what's going on out there with the Cowboys. They love to see the Cowboys lose, man. They love it. And you know what? They let them have their laughs right now. Just let them get. Listen, I want to. I don't care about what the haters say or the trolls or any of that garbage. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I care about keeping this. What's the future of this team now that this is over? You know, like what is the next step on this? It just it just bothers me. It scares me, and I guess you can say that. Let me see. I did do an invite, guys. I hope you guys got it. You should have received an invite there. So let me know if you got that. I did send it to DJ Crown J, and I sent it to Space Cowboy. But I think I had to send it again to Space Cowboy. So let me see here. Yeah, go ahead and set one up, man. That's a better idea. Set one up there, Space Cowboy. You set it up, get it working, and then I'll join up in there with you. How's that sound? That sounds good? Sounds like a good thing, yeah. Yeah, Rack City, it is a long season, long preseason. It's just way too long. We had 5 games today. This is disgraceful. Actually, we had 4. Let me rephrase that because of Hurricane Harvey. That's an unfortunate situation, but yeah, I agree. Now, yes, Barry B says that most likely Lenahan will be fired. You have to assume that these heads are going to roll, whether it's Marinelli, and I think he's done a decent job. I will say, even after all the attacks we've had on him, I do think that he's had actually with what we've had back there, the young guys and the bad free agents moves that we've made. I think that it's a big deal that we actually right now currently have a chance to really start fresh, except for the head coaching position, and I'm going to explain to you why in a moment, guys. We're almost got, I think Space Cowboy setting up. All right, cool, man. He's got it in the last video, so let me go back and check for it, guys, as we set this up, guys. We really, this is for all the Cowboys, even the haters. You want to come in here and talk your garbage, whatever. Do what you got to do. But I will say this. Just be careful how fast you laugh, guys. You don't want to laugh too loud, because you definitely want to make sure that you don't, there's only one winner. Let me just put that. There's only one winner in the whole entire NFL. That was from earlier, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to check the link here to see if I have your information there. Let's see here. Kevin Bauer. Oh, let me see. It just went off. Okay. David Irving is not going to retire, but he hopefully will come back bigger and badder. Kevin Bowers, our O-line, had Dak running all over the place, and that's one of the key issues people want to talk about. See, Dak did not have a lot of time a lot of the time. I mean, that play to Beasley. Beasley was wide open, but Dak didn't have a chance to see him. He didn't have a chance to because there was too much pressure immediately on him. A lot of that was Byron Bell, and overall, I think he played a decent game, but still not where he should be, in my opinion. What's up, Cowboys Abroad? Much love. As you can see, we reset all the stuff above because we're starting a new week. DJ Crown J crowned the winner of the donation. So I do want you to tell me, DJ Crown J, what is it that you would like me to put on that line there? More to come soon, more info to come soon. Let me know whatever you want. You can post it in a comment. You can just let me know what you think. But just keep letting me know what you would like to do when it comes to your advertisement week here, guys. So I do want to know what you have planned. Now, and definitely post a comment somewhere and let me know. Now, let me see here, guys. I'm trying to fix this phone right now. Let me see here. All right. All right, here we go. Almost. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me see. This should be coming up. For some reason, there we go. All right. I got it here. Now, I'm jumping into a Google Hangout right now as we speak. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to try to copy the link so we can roll it. What's up? Are we in? Are we rolling? Are we live? Hello? Join Hangout. There we go. All right, I think I'm in now.
Oh, hello.
What is up, brother? Sorry about all that. I don't know what's happening.
I know I fixed the problem. Yeah, it was on my end. So
all right.
I completely apologize. I just had to clean some browser data. It happens. I know that crap happens. Can you just give me 1 second to go live on my channel?
Yeah. Go ahead, do your thing, man.
I was so effing mad when I was set up. I'm like, what the frick is going on? Like, I'm trying to set up.
Hey, also, if you get a chance, well, actually, I probably have the link then, I guess. Let me post it here for DJ Crown J. He wants to join in this.
I'd love to get the more the merrier. Oh,
crap.
Yeah. Okay,
so guys, if you want to join in here and do this venting session, jump in here, led by myself and SpaceCowboy17. Let's do our thing, guys. If you want to get on here, you have to, yeah.
I can't go live on my end because my software is crashing. But hey, if it doesn't work, okay, I'm done. I'm so tired with this Cowboys team. I just need to vent. I'm
I
so
agree.
done.
I agree, and I have some really, I think some real interesting information
Okay.
here. Um,
Can I?
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to be rude, but I want to kind of because I was so frustrated. And I talked about this earlier. So start things off. What went wrong with this game? Or do
Well,
you want to talk about that first, or do you want to talk about your news?
let me get the news out first because that's actually kind of information. I think it's going to spur on some more discussion. Trust me. But first and foremost, Cowboys abroad. He's back in the states, and he had fun at the game. He was at the game. He had fun despite the loss. But man, my heart's aching from this game. I know yours is too, Space Cowboy.
Dude,
It's a
I've
killer.
been so mad. Like, see, it's not the fact that we lost, it's the way we lost, which got me mad.
Yeah, I mean that's it just we did a similar game that we do every single time. It's the main issue. Listen, here's the thing. Even with Dak Prescott's bad game, and he had a bad game. I'm not saying that people are already saying we should cut him and he's done. It's not that I don't believe that, but I do believe that he's having a sophomore slump. I did not believe he would have one, but he is having a sophomore slump. I do believe that as as we as we get a new coaching staff, and I do believe it's going to come, a new coaching staff. And I'm not talking about Jason Garrett because he'll probably stay, but I'm talking about people like Lenahan and Marinelli. I think that they're going to be phased out this year or fired, basically. And I think maybe new blood will help us out in some ways. Maybe get Jason Garrett back on track. And again, it'll never be on track with him, but something that we can do like we did last year. Um, it just bothers me that we have to go to these lengths to just hope that we actually improve the weakest part of our team, which is our coaching. And we know Jerry Jones will not do that. So calling for that, it's almost like an impossibility. One thing that the fans are not going to affect is Jerry Jones unless we stop buying all their products, which a lot of people have done. But there's no way we're going to really stop Jerry Jones from doing what he wants to do. And so if he wants to keep Garrett, he's going to keep Garrett. And I have some stuff that backs that up today, which is unfortunate. And guys, can you hear? They can hear you now. Okay, I think I think we're all good.
Let me just make sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay. Let me make sure. I'm just trying to listen into your broadcast so I can make
No.
sure.
Yeah, I should have done that too. Cause no.
So blah 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 blah. Look, let me just say what I had to say.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, what extremely ticked me off during this game was the fact of the matter was that the offense. Now, Zeke looked amazing in the first half. Like, what was he? He had like 70 yards rushing in the first half or something.
He had. I know in the first quarter he had 11 carries, 11 carries for 50 yards. Now that's about 4.6 yards per carry. And I don't know what he ended up with, but I think he only had like maybe 20 carries the whole game. So he had 9 carries or so in the second half. In the second half, in the second quarter, and the third quarter, and the fourth quarter, he had about 8 to 9 carries. That's embarrassing. I'm assuming. Check the stats on that. Yeah.
I just want to say this real quick. Thanks to your fan base for letting a little low on the volume. Let me just. I don't want to get it too close to where like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, like sound like a freaking like.
Well, I'm gonna lower you on here on my side, like so there's no reverb or so, but I can still hear you. I could put a headset on, I guess, but
I mean, I have a headset on. So,
mhm.
let me just go ahead and go live on my channel.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. I will. Let me go through some of these comments here on my side. Jay Joe says Cowboys are the worst second team in the world. They're definitely bad at home, without question. And people say it's the fans. It could be some of the fans, but also I see that, we supposedly have one of the highest rates of false starts on the offense. So at the home stadium, one of the higher rates, better than Seattle, better than Kansas City when it comes to false starts. Is that attributed to the crowd noise? I don't think so. I think it's just luck. Honestly, just dumb luck.
My argument to that is that regardless of how the crowd noise is, the Cowboys should.
They have a job to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like just because, and just so you know, I have to be quiet because people are sleeping.
It's okay. I hope they can hear you, but if you guys had to put it up a little bit, go ahead, man. Can you hear me, Will McClendon? I don't know if I'm low on it. I don't think I'm too low on the volume. I'm trying to get it up a little bit too high there.
I am legit as close as I can.
Yeah. No. I know. No. I hope everyone can hear what he's saying. If you guys are having problems, just try to turn up your volume a little bit.
I'm kidding. I just need to start talking because I'm.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Vent out. I got some news. I got some news to talk about. It's gonna make you vent even worse. But all right, go ahead.
But okay. So this is what's and you might have to turn the volume up on your end, just so you know. Like
Through Google Hangout.
no. Like are you streaming on your computer?
Yeah, it's going through OBS. But
Turn up your computer volume. Try that.
the computer volume for the actual laptop
Yeah.
That yeah, I mean I have, but that's only for me to hear. That's only on my side. The Google yeah the Google.
Sometimes that.
All right, well maybe let's see. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can make it louder here through the actual Google Hangout.
Look, like even I can do it. Like I could legit,
Uh-huh.
lower the volume down all the way.
I'm trying to see here. Yeah. No, I know. I mean, that's why I'm trying not to have the reverb, but I don't know if that's the cause of it. Either way, I mean, we're rolling here pretty good with about 27 to 30 people, and I think most people can hear you pretty well, so I think we're good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let me just
Do your thing, man. Say your thing. Vent.
whatever. Audio, I don't care. See, it's Jerry Jones' fault. My audio sucks. Okay, no. Well, what I was trying to say was that you have 21 in the backfield and you passed it 3 times at the end zone. What the F are we doing?
Exactly.
What in God's name are you doing?
So whose fault is that? Who would you blame on that? Is that Dak's fault? Is that Dez? Is that Zeke? Whose fault is it? Let me hear it. I want to hear you say it.
For what, the game itself?
No, for those 3 plays. Who would you blame? 2 people I'd blame directly. Who would you blame? I have my 2 names, and you guys know who it is.
Well, Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan.
Boom! Yes, that's exactly right. I'm so pissed off even saying those names. I want to punch every redheaded person out there. No offense to the redheads.
No, but here's my thing. Like, people want to blame. Now look, I was saying this on Twitter, and I was saying this with my family and whatnot. I'm saying Dez is single-handedly, well, him in terms of the player. You're pointing at players. He's single-handedly responsible for all
Dez, yes, Dez Bryant.
Yes, if you pay attention, this is what's embarrassing.
I'm listening.
21 points off of turnovers.
Correct. It led to right. It all led to turnovers. Correct.
You want to know how many points that Seattle scored? 21.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I know. Trust me. And again, we could talk about Bailey, and he should look. I hope he's not going to be like this. Like he turned into a Nick Folk for us. You know what I mean? But
DJ Crown J,
yeah, I sent it to him.
I can send it to him too.
Okay. I sent one. I said sent. It should be sent. It should have been sent again. I blame Linehan, but Cowboys abroad. I blame Linehan too, but I blame Jason Garrett because he's the one that's running the ship, and he is the problem here. He is the one that is allowing the green lighting Scott Linehan to do his play calls, to do his cutesy bull crap. So, is he in?
No, I sent him the invite just so you know.
Oh, okay. So hopefully you're jumping in there soon, DJ Crown J. Man, if I could get my video working through the Google Hangout, but they seem to have a problem with the video, so I'm just gonna do the video. I can still hear you guys, but everyone's saying it's so low now, your audio. So you know what? I got an idea. Maybe if I do this, it might work. So it might be better if I keep the microphone near it. So go ahead.
Okay, so what's probably the issue on your end, just so you know, what happens is normally when I talk, your volume will go lower, so just so you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I understand. When we talk and we overlap, it lowers each other's out. So.
Yeah. Okay, so people that want to fire Jason Garrett, look, I would love to fire Jason Garrett, don't get me wrong. But the problem is we gotta work with what we got. And I'm sorry. Jason Garrett's gonna stay, as much as I hate to say that.
Yeah, I know. Jeff Palmer here says fire the owner too. I wish we could, but we can't. We cannot fire the owner. We got to fire the coach. We got to fire the assistant coaches, and we got to get all the way down to resetting. Kind of like what the Rams did, you know.
I want to ask you, what do you think was the main issue for why we lost?
It was Jason Garrett's clapping. No, I'm sorry. It's just I see Rack City putting that up. No, I think the main issue of why we lost, there's multiple issues, but the main issue, I'm still gonna put it on the game plan, and that goes to the coaching. Coaching is where the issue is with this team. It always has been the last 7 or 8 years with Garrett leading the way. It's been an issue on offense when he's been the offensive coordinator and doing his razzle-dazzle crap, wanting to go into a passing style offense. He built a running team to pass the damn ball to our weakness, our strength. Our strength in our team. It's simple and plain. It is our offensive line and our running game. Ezekiel Elliott behind that offensive line is the strength. What we did today was do exactly opposite of our strength. We went for passing plays most of the time. And guys, I've been saying this all year, and I know a lot of you guys have been saying it too. We see this on a consistent basis where we see the Cowboys play around in the first half, try to throw too much, run too little, and then try to run in the end. And then now you can't run when you go down. What happened in that game? And we still were passing throughout that game, even when we were close. That's when you use the run. You know, when Dak threw that interception, yes, Dak should not have thrown it. We had just stopped them off of the second half kickoff, right? We stopped them, which is a rarity, and then we give them damn points right back. That's the kind of crap I can't deal with. And go ahead, I'm sorry, I'm just so pissed. And if we just run the ball, if we ran the ball 3 times in a row, okay, so we punt, or okay, so we get a first down, all right? But we don't throw ill-advised passes that Dak is possible messing up, and he's been messing up recently. So you try to go away from that. You have the lead, you just get the stop coming out the half. And instead of running the clock, chewing up yards, running your best player, best running back in the league behind one of the best offensive lines in the league, you pass the goddamn ball. You go, man. I'm done. You go ahead. You talk.
I want to put this into perspective. People don't want to say Dak sucked. I want to just be perfectly clear. If you saw in that pick six, Dez was legit just standing there, even when the ball was thrown. He did not go after the ball.
No, I know he just kind of stopped running, but he was going the opposite way of the pass. And you go ahead. That was a bad pass by Dak. Simple and plain.
I'm not trying to excuse that. The point I'm trying to get at is that if you pay attention to these stats, because this is what's key. If you look at the stats of this game, you do know that the highest receiver yardage wise was Dez, 44 yards. And do you see why our passing game struggles?
It's garbage.
Exactly, because if you look statistically, right? Let me pull it up. Dak went 21 for 34, so a decent completion percentage, 182 yards, and those 2 interceptions. By the way, one of them, it was a horrid pass. I will admit. But then again, Dez should have at least done something. The other one, Dez literally, he put the ball right in Dez's hands. Yeah, sure, it was a fast pass, but dude, you get paid $70 million, and you can't even catch that. Get out of here.
And again, after you remember the play before, 2 plays before that. The play before that was a Zeke run for 6 yards, and then or 4 yards, whatever it was. My point is that it was a good run, another 4 or 5 yard average run per carry by Ezekiel Elliott the whole game, and the play before that, if you recall, it was all Dak. Dak got out of a sack, rolled out to the left, threw it to the right, kind of going against his body, and made an unbelievable play to Dez, who finally caught a damn pass. And then 2 plays later, just blew the game for us, and that really turned. We're going in to take a 3-point lead at least, with another kick by Bailey if he makes it. But we were driving to the end zone on that one. Once again, thwarted again with Dez bouncing it up. It doesn't go down to the ground. It doesn't bounce to the ground. It doesn't bobble it and it falls to the ground. It bounces up in the air for the linebacker to catch it. I don't know what's wrong with his catching. I mean, he practices in front of those machines. For the last 3 years, I've seen him stand in front of the machines and catching the ball, and it bounces. He makes a lot of catches. He's had practice with a machine that throws harder than Dak Prescott, and he still couldn't catch the goddamn pass. That's horrible.
I'll be honest. Terrence Williams had a better game than Dez. And I know Terrence Williams, he didn't,
didn't get as many yards, but still, he was more consistent.
Dude, he was more consistent, yeah. And, I will admit, and I talk about this all the time. Dak is not the quarterback Romo was in that gunslinger kind of thing. And people don't understand that. The receiver options that he has are gunslinger ones.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
Yeah, for those that don't know, and I say this all the time, you remember Demaryius Thomas? No one's mentioned his name ever since Peyton Manning retired. You want to know why? Because Peyton Manning made Demaryius Thomas the same way Romo made Dez. Plain and simple.
Good point. Because, again, when you look at Demaryius Thomas, who was at the time, if you recall, fighting it out with Dez to be the top elite receiver 4 years ago, whenever they signed that huge contract. And and they were both considered to be about the same level and about again the elite money ish, kind of top receiver dollar, and they both got their money, and they both have now gone downhill. It's just as a couple seasons went on, they were right, and then downhill. And your reasoning is very 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 accurate when it comes to the type of receivers are gunslinging type receivers, but still not an excuse in my opinion when you can't use Des Bryant and his body and his advantages that he can box out cornerbacks. If you cannot use him in the slot and you have 3 routes for him on the outside, then you're really limiting any kind of potential he does have. I'm going to hate to see him go to the Saints, all right? He's going to go to the Saints. He's going to get 4 touchdowns a damn game. And because they're going to use him right, and that's that's coaching.
Yeah, because, well, number 1, it's coaching, but number 2, Drew Brees is a gunslinger, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dez, had it all pro.
Great point. Another great point with the gunslinging matchup, for sure. But I'm even trying to take somebody like, I don't know, give me somebody who's not a gunslinger, and put him on there. I guarantee you if he has good coaches, they'll use him right.
I would say, I'm trying to think of Brady. Brady's not a gunslinger. I know a lot of people beg to disagree with me, but he's not.
He's not. He's a pocket passer, methodical, That could be that way.
I define quarterbacks into 3 categories. Well, there's one if you're trash, but there's game managers, the ones that legit have to just sit in, just hand the ball off, get the ball where it has to go. Well, people might say that's Dak, but no, because that's not Dak. This is Dak. Facilitators, which is Dak and Brady and those kind of players.
I agree.
I'm gonna give it to whoever's open. I'm not gonna go deep unless it's for sure going to be
an open guy. Yeah.
And I'm going to do what I got to do. Then you have the gunslingers, like the Carson Wentzes of the world, the Drew Breeses of the world, where I'm just going to throw it as many times as I want to downfield. I don't care if it gets intercepted, but it's going to make a good play or it's going to suck.
No, and I agree with you on that. And again, we do have players I think that can spread the field. I think I think we keep throwing that Bryce Butler played it to Beasley, and it keeps being 6 to 8 inches, short on the pass from Dak to Beasley because he's used to throwing to Bryce Butler 1 or 2 times a game on that play. We don't really have anybody that really stretches the field. And again, I don't think that we should just use Dez on 3 or 4 pass routes. That's what we're basically doing. We don't move him around. We keep him in the same space. It's very easy to predict. Now, look, in the end, the Cowboys needed to run the damn ball. They needed to run the ball, establish the run, and chew up the clock. These are the main things we do. This helps everybody. This helps the offensive line, even in pass protection, because everyone now is expecting to run. It helps Dak in the pass because of that reason, the same reason itself. And you're establishing the run. So now people are stacking the box, and now he's getting one-on-one single coverage with all his receivers. And the other thing, maybe the biggest reason, is because it helps the defense. The defense played very well today. I do not blame the defense one iota when it comes to the way that things have gone. Listen, Dez gave him laid an egg when he fumbled. And they scored right before the half. That's not really on the defense. Although the defense did make some mistakes. Don't get me wrong. They had some bad penalties and some other things. But they played their butts off, and they played for the whole game on the field. They were on the field trying to win the game for the Cowboys. And that's not the way this team is built. This team is built with running the ball and winning it in the second and third quarters by dismantling the other team and taking away all of their weapons and taking away their strengths and then using our strength to end the game. And we're not doing that. We trying to get cutesy and then do, like in a couple of games we've kind of started running towards the end of the game, but we were lucky we weren't down by 10 or 12 or 2 scores, like we were today. Once we were down by 2 scores, it's over. Our offense is not able to anymore because of the game plan and because 2-minute warning, we had to throw the ball. We got points out of that. But before that, after the halftime, we kept getting cute, not running enough. After a great run, we'd throw twice, and one would be incompletion, the other one was short by 2 yards, and then we punt. It's the same old story. It's been happening consistently every damn week.
I think it was when they were up. I want to say it was 21-12 at this point, obviously, and we were driving for the touchdown. So we get into the red zone, right? We're at like the 3. This series legitimately is the epitome of the Cowboys of 2017.
Season, yeah.
You get into the 3-yard line, right?
And what do we do?
Pass it. Okay, well, first, and I kind of had a pet peeve of people saying, why didn't Dak just, slide at the 1-yard line? during the Green Bay game. This is why, because if say for example, and I hate to go back to that game because that's the point. But it's a good point. Look, this is why you don't pass 3 straight times. So okay, first time, you kind of get sacked. Okay, you're still in the red zone, like you could run it. You know what I mean? That's fine. Because Beasley was wide open, but
No,
then,
right?
the next play, you get called for holding. Get called back. I think then he gets sacked on the next play.
He did. Yes, he did.
And
And then we missed the field goal.
And you're in 3rd and 20, which you should have never been in. Number one, and number two, field goals will never win you games the way that this happened. Of course, they'll win you games, obviously, but the thing is, they will not win you games in this situation. Plain and simple.
And again, when you keep giving teams opportunities to score after you've stopped them, after you've you've played great defense, after you've saved, the Cowboys defense has saved the Cowboys offense a bunch of times, and then the offense gives we decide to get cute. Instead of running the ball, we throw an interception. It costs us 6 points, and then we're driving to Dak makes a great play. Again, he had a bad game, but he made some great plays with his feet, with his legs, and on that pass, that 40-yard pass to Dez, where then 2 plays later, Dez bounced off his hands and cost us more points. Not only 3 points to take the lead, it would have been 15-14 at that point if we even just got a field goal. And we're not sure if we would have made it with Bailey's kind of missing a lot today. But it also, I felt a touchdown on that drive, and that would have put us up by 5 points or so. So at that point, I think we control the game. It changes the entire game. And then I just only could hope that if we stopped them and got the ball back, we'd run the ball. I cannot say that confidently because Garrett seems like he want to get cute and throw the ball. And then that's when you stop the clock, give them another possession. Those things affect the game in the end. And it seems like Garrett and company just don't understand that concept. And these are professional coaches in the NFL. And they don't understand that every play matters. Every play matters in the end. How much time you leave how much time you use per play, whether it's a quick huddle or not. Go to your strengths. If you want to run the clock, take your time. If you want to run the clock, run the damn ball. Stack the line with extra linemen and tight ends and run the ball. They could not stop us even when we knew we were running. That's why I don't understand. People want to say, a lot of Cowboy fans on this channel too, on all our channels, on all YouTube channels, they say, well, Cowboys got to throw more. They got to get more creative. Not really when you can destroy a team running the ball without having to get creative. Get creative when you need to get creative. But don't get creative when you are dominating in the run and then you just throw for no real reason. You can still run another 2, 3, 4 yards and set yourself up for a 3rd and 2 rather than pass incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. And then you put, like they did with Romo. Even with Romo, he was put in 3rd and 12s. Sometimes because of holding, sometimes because of a loss of a run. But we got out of the running game sometimes and then have him on a 3rd and 17 or a 3rd and 8. And Romo would scurry around and a lot of times make plays like Dak does. A lot of times he'll make bad interceptions. And it seems like Dak is I don't think he's a gunslinger, but he's similarly making these interceptions, throwing these bad passes. Last year he did it. Last year he did it because he was set up for good down and distance. This year, he was set up for no down and distance to pass, and the Cowboys coaches are telling him, pass the ball. It's out of his hands, it's out of Zeke's hands.
Dak is trying to play a gunslinger's game when he's a facilitator, which
but he's not playing that game. See, I think that the coaches want him to play that game. They're taking away from what he is.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to get at. Was like they're making him play that game when he shouldn't be playing that game.
Correct. Especially when you have Zeke. When you have Ezekiel Elliott, the best running back in the league, there should be only one thing to really be on the mind: run. The second thing should be run, and then the third thing we should be thinking about is run, and pass at times when you really get the team down in the dumps and you're up on them, like we were in this game. And we were up on Seattle, and when you're up on them, you got to go for the kill. You got to get a nice, long, demeaning drive, running the ball and eating up the clock, and we didn't do that today. Once again, after multiple weeks of winning by not doing that. And again, when we did do that, we won, but we won badly, We didn't dominate any game, except for the Redskins one, when we did run often. And you look at the stats in that game, we ran a lot in that game, especially towards the second half, and we just closed them out quick, like that, done. But we kept messing around with the Giants, kept messing around with these other teams at Oakland. We should have lost that game. If you look at the reality, that's bad coaching. We're on the 4-inch line 4th down, I don't give a damn. We should have ran the damn ball with our offensive line and our running back and Dak, whoever. You want to run through there, you run for the touchdown. And if you don't make it, 99.5 yards for the Raiders, and we go into overtime. I guess that's the worst case scenario. But I think that be giving Carr back the ball at home on Sunday night on national television, you were just giving him an opportunity to go against one of your weaknesses on your team, which is your defense when they have to play the pass only. To end the game. We saw it with Aaron Rodgers. We've seen it with other teams. The Cowboys kind of break down a little bit. They play too much prevent. I don't know if that's Marinelli or what it is, but in the end, you're taking a big risk. I'd rather take a risk and not make it on the 1-inch line on a run on 4th down and get a touchdown to make them score a touchdown rather then kick the field goal on the 1-inch line, and then you give them the momentum for the big stop. And now all you need is a field goal to tie with an offense that, even though they were sputtering, you can just feel the momentum at home for them. And that was just a bad coaching move again by Garrett, and he's the one making that decision.
I need to bring up a very important point.
Yes, sir.
About Dez and people wanting to cut him, and I just found out that that's not a good thing to do because of the salary cap. Okay, let me explain what happens if we were to cut him. Legitimately right now or after the season, we would lose $8 million.
Yeah, but if we cut him after a certain date,
but here's the thing:
we get 12.
If we cut him after June 1st, we get hold on, let me look at this. I'm sorry. Basically, if we cut him now, we would lose money. But if we were to cut him after June 1st, I don't think we would get money because of how the contract is written out. But the next year, 2018, if we would get $8 million in salary cap. So you got to keep in mind that's why I'm like, this is what you do. You want to ease Dez out, and you want to. So my personal opinion is you definitely restructure his contract, and then you think about cutting him.
I'm down with that. With the restructuring first, cutting second, because I do think that he needs to, and again, I think we got to wait to June 1st, like you said, to cut him on that situation. That's without question, in my opinion. If you can't trade him, if you can't restructure him, then you got to do something. Like you just said, you restructure it. If not, trade him. If not, cut him.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to pull up the thing to where I can show you guys what we can and can't do.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly shout out everybody though for you for SpaceCowboy17 who's doing this collaboration with me. We try to get DJ Crown J on here. I sent the hangout and another invite, so hopefully you can get in there. Click Sports, Jeff Palmer, Texas, Jack Walker. We got a lot of people in here. Low Key, D Will, DJ Crown J, of course, Rabbit, Jack Walker, Hampton Brandon, live in NYC, Cowboys Abroad, awesome. So many people, guys. Kevin Bowers, Barry B, D Will, Seth. Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, Happy Holidays, everybody.
Yeah, so. Yeah, don't forget, guys, to try to sub up to us here, of course, if you haven't yet. Hit the subscription, hit the notification bell, and hit the like for the stream. But also, guys, make sure you go to Space Cowboy. You should see him in the chat. Click his name, type something in there so they can click on you.
I put me up in there.
Cool. All right, cool deal. So just, guys, make sure you go to him. He's got daily stuff as well. So join up. This is Cowboys Nation, win, lose, or draw. And now we're out of the playoffs. This is where the true Cowboy fans come out. You understand? This is where we come out. I'm serious. This is because a lot of Cowboy fans now are gonna be disappearing, and we're not disappearing. I know you're not disappearing.
Dude, I watched every single game of that 2015 season.
Everyone, same here with the Romo being out. Yeah.
I need to bring this up. So if we were to restructure Dez's deal, we would get $8 million in total salary. Just so you know. Now what I'm thinking that we should do, we should restructure Dez. We need to re-sign, whatchamacallit,
D. Will?
DeMarcus Lawrence. Well, yeah, DeMarcus where?
Yeah, I'm sorry, D. Will. I'm sorry, yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence, D-Law, Tank, and Irving. We need a kind of restrictive signing for him. And Hitchens. Hitchens got to get back.
Just so you know, the market value is looking at a $4,070 million extension. So that's about
$4 million, $10 million. No? 4 to 10, not 70.
4 to 10,
yeah. I think it puts us about 40. Oh,
I'm saying the contract in total, not like
I
per
got you.
year.
I got you. I got you.
So now, what I mean by that is now I want us to go out and get Earl Thomas, which we were going to talk about. If you want
Yes.
to talk about
Yes.
that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna here. Let me just go through this real quick, guys. We got like 30 people in here. Again, sub up, subscribe, hit like.
I'm gonna send
Yeah.
Crown DJ the invite again.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna set up an invite with DJ Crown J. Hopefully, get him through there again. I sent one as well. And guys, again, Space Cowboy. Check out his site, SpaceCowboy17. As you can see, well, he's not on here right now on my thing, but you got the name on there. Make sure you guys search for him. He's got some cowboy stuff. Well, guys, Earl Thomas. Okay, he's a safety, right? Isn't he the other safety? He's pretty sure he's the other safety along with Cam. Yeah. So Thomas, he said this quote: "I'm in the prime of my career. I still want to be here, but when Seattle kicks me to the curb, please Cowboys, come and get me. That's the only place I'd rather be." So that's big words from Earl Thomas. Again, I heard that he was talking to Jason Garrett about it. I don't know what would want him to go to Jason Garrett's team, but I don't mind Earl Thomas. But remember, guys, last year he was on the verge of retiring after he broke his leg. So another factoid from today's game, guys. This is not going to be fun, but the Seattle Seahawks finished this game with 136 total yards, 136 total offensive yards, averaging 2.5 yards per play. They averaged I'm saying it again, sorry, on a play, pass or run, they averaged 2.5 yards per play on average, and they won by 2 possessions. Keep that in mind, 9 points. Just want you to remember that, guys, because that hurts my heart. It hurts me physically.
Okay, so people, so they can understand the kind of money we have to get him. He is currently on a.
When you say he, who are you talking about?
Earl Thomas.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, I should have provided context. So he has currently a 4-year, $40 million contract with a $9.5 million signing bonus. Now, this is key because I don't know if he wants to come here on a like more cheaper deal, but I doubt that. So what I'm thinking we need to do is you restructure Dez and you probably restructure Tyron Crawford. My apologies.
So you want to keep Tyron Crawford?
Well, the problem is, I want to cut him. But the problem is, this is the issue. I don't like releasing people until their deals expire because you get hit hard on the cap. Like, if it was up to me, I would get rid of Skandrick, Tyrone, Dez, who else?
Heath?
Oh, Chaz Green. I don't know about Heath.
He's borderline. I agree. I give him 1 more year.
Yeah. But the point is that if the cap was not an issue, man, I would have cut all these players.
Don't forget right now, for the offseason, Alfred Morris probably has to go too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we'll probably open up 40 with the extension of the salary cap and those other possible cuts or releases or trades or whatever you want to call it. What we could be looking at is anywhere between 30 open to 50 open million, 30 to 50 million open, and we could possibly have open to spend on Zach Martin, on DeMarcus Lawrence, on David Irvin, on Anthony Hitchens, and maybe a veteran left tackle backup, and maybe like some kind of course paying the rookies that we draft. But I'm trying to think of like veterans we can get off free agency. Maybe if we're cutting someone like Dez, do we have enough money to go after someone big like Devontae Adams? One of the fresh free agent guys that's coming out in the free agent market at receiver. That's another option. We get rid of Dez. How much is the cost going to be to replace Dez? Is it going to be too much?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to talk about free agency, and then we're going to get into the draft and who we think we should get. So the first big names, I'll just give them D-Law and Anthony Hitchens and who else?
Irving.
Well, Irving's restricted free agent. They only show like unrestricted free agents on this site.
Okay.
Definitely a re-sign for D-Law and Anthony Hitchens.
I see a franchise tag on D-Law. I see Hitchens. Hopefully we can re-sign him.
Now, here are a couple other ones. Let's see. I gotta pull this up by position. Okay, so Bryce Butler. Do you bring him back?
That's a tough one because we have T. Will for another 3 years at $4 million a pop. So, I would hate to lose him because I think he has talent, but
I would actually
depends how much it costs.
Well, that too, but I would let him go if you're on the cusp of saying I want to take a receiver in the draft. You
Good
know what I
point.
mean?
No, you're right. You're right. If you want to take a receiver and you're going to keep Dez, then yeah.
Mhm. I'm not. Okay, next is Byron Bell. I'm not bringing him back. I'm sorry.
I agree. We need to get a veteran. I need to save that money and with him and Chaz Green, get rid of them and put that money together to get a veteran left tackle who can maybe play swing and play a guard if in a pinch or the right tackle if need be. So we need to invest in that for a veteran, not a rookie, to play a backup. I don't want to take a chance on another Chaz Green or some other guy. Now, Jonathan Cooper worked out for us. I think we need to sign him.
I was just about to bring him up. Him
Yeah,
and Joe Looney. I think you keep those two. They're pretty solid.
Looney's a good. He's a backup center, and he's a horrible guard. But he did play. He does play sometimes on when we have 6 linemen out there as an additional blocker. Can we? Is he cheap enough to keep as basically our last lineman? Probably worth keeping if you could sign him for cheap. But if he wants to, he won't get any play anywhere else. I don't think he's gonna get any money. So, I mean, yeah, re-signing him for what he is. Not to be a replacement, just to be depth. And only emergency depth. But I think we take the other 2 guys out and get a veteran lineman on the left, specializing in left tackle blind side, and maybe spend a little money on another prospect. Too bad we didn't keep Dan Skipper. So those are the things that we need to figure out in the offseason. A lot of things. Go ahead, man. Keep breaking it down for us. I'm not really too much on the money side and who's restricted and not.
No. Okay. Next is Alfred Morris. I say no because Rod Smith emerged.
Exactly. Rod Smith's going to be the backup in my opinion. So yeah, I agree.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Okay. Where is it? Hold on. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to pull up the information on my thing. Okay. Next is the 2 outside linebackers, Kyle Wilbur and Justin Durant.
Yeah, Durant's going to retire. That's pretty much known. Kyle Wilbur, he's more special teams. And can you get? I mean, he's a special teams guy, more like just a auxiliary linebacker slash. He could play defensive end in a pinch, but I wouldn't. Again, it depends on money, and if you're just gonna use him for depth, then maybe he's good enough to keep as a depth cheap player. But if he's gonna affect us or he's gonna try to threaten that he needs more money, then he can go bye. He's not worth keeping if he's gonna demand more.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
Skandrick, I think needs to go. I think Crawford needs to go. I think Dez somebody who we need. I think I agree with what German says here. Jonathan German, I think, said that he's sick and tired of these restructurings because it starts to it hurts us later on, and it does. It's gonna hurt us big time.
That's why I would prefer you restructure and then you cut. But
that'd be dirty, but you know what? It might have to happen at this point. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't give a crap if he's the franchise leader and whatever.
And a lot of people are saying, what about getting rid of Beasley? Like on the chat right now.
I would say keep him because him and Switzer can do some stuff together. It's just the problem is having separation with the number 1.
I agree. I agree. That's a tough one, but I think I think he had an off year because Dak had an off year because the offensive line had an off year because of all the injuries and issues that we've been having. But I do think it still roots to where do we excel at? What is our strength? It's not our passing game. It's our running game, and that's where we need. That's where the Cowboys coaching staff has failed us this season and failed Dak Prescott and failed today, as you can see, failed Ezekiel Elliott, and it has overall failed our defense in trying to help them. Now, the only person I cannot, the one I have the most blame on as far as the players are concerned, even though Dak's the quarterback and is making the mistakes that cost us sometimes, I still put it on Dez. Dez to me is the single-handed offensive player this season, and he's been consistently heading this way. With bobbled balls last year, he's been bobbling a lot of passes. He's barely caught up against Pittsburgh. He bobbled a catch for a touchdown, but he bobbled it. Minnesota last year, he bobbled a catch that he barely almost caught on the side of his leg and then ran into the end zone against the Vikings last year on Thursday night. These things where he was heading. Now this year, he's just dropping them. He's not. He's bobbling them and they're hitting the ground. So in my opinion, I don't see. With the few routes we're using him in, and the fact that the receiving coaches, are not moving him around and putting him in a slot occasionally more often, we're not using him properly. He's just wasting time and eating up cap space. As of right now, the way the coaches are coaching.
I want to answer this question. Someone asked, how much cap space do we have? We have 11.9 mil in cap space.
And you have to add another 4 to 10 on top of that. It's going to be added on in the offseason.